What's up, Dub Nation? Today we're diving deep into the Golden State Warriors' moves in the second round of the 2025 NBA Draft. The Warriors held to picks late in the draft, and with those picks, they selected two wings who each bring different strengths and questions to the table. Let's start with the 52nd overall pick, Tui, a 6'7" wing from down under Australia. He's been playing professionally for the Sydney Kings in the National Basketball League, or NBL, which is known for its physical, defense-heavy style. Now, right off the bat, Tui is not the kind of player who jumps off the page with sheer athleticism or highlight reel plays. He's not an explosive leaper or a lightning-quick guard. Instead, he's a bit of a jack-of-all-trades, someone who contributes in a variety of ways without necessarily excelling in any single standout category. From what we've gathered, Tui plays with a lot of effort on defense, a trait the Warriors always appreciate. He's the kind of player who works hard to create opportunities in transition and uses his solid passing skills to make teammates better. His basketball IQ is also something that sticks out, showing that he understands spacing, timing, and decision-making. On the court, these are qualities Golden State has valued for years, especially in role players who can handle the ball without turning it over, and who can help keep the offense flowing smoothly. On the shooting side, Tui has smooth mechanics, but his efficiency hasn't been eye-popping. Last season with the Sydney Kings, he shot about 34% from three-point range. Considering the NBL is a tough league with tight defenses, it's not a given that a player will be a deadly shooter there, but that percentage suggests there's room for improvement if he can adjust to the NBA's pace and spacing. His mid-range game also hasn't been a major weapon, so his scoring is somewhat streaky. Not something you can consistently rely on to keep defenses honest. Athletically, Tui is average at best. His maximum vertical leap is around 31 inches, which is nothing special in a league filled with athletes who can soar above the rim. He's not the type of player you expect to finish above the rim or break ankles on drives to the basket, but what he lacks in flash, he makes up for with a smart, gritty approach. He can attack the rim and absorb contact, showing toughness on drives despite not being a blazing speedster. Defensively, he brings solid effort, staying engaged and playing on-ball defense with a good motor. A lot of the scouting reports compare Tui to players like Jake Layman, Josh Hart, or Isaac Bonga, guys who contribute in hustle and effort but don't necessarily shine as dynamic scorers or elite rebounders. Interestingly, rebounding is not a strong point for Tui, especially compared to someone like Josh Hart, who's known as an elite rebounder. This begs the question, what exactly does he do well? His passing and basketball instincts appear to be his calling cards, making him a useful connector on offense. The Warriors, who thrive on ball movement and cutting, could see value in that skill set. But given the Warriors' current roster, which already features a player like Santos, who offers a similar role and style, Tui might face a logjam in terms of minutes and playing time. At 21, almost 22 years old, he's a bit older than most international prospects who come into the NBA, so his ceiling might be somewhat limited. He's likely going to be fighting for a roster spot rather than immediately cracking the rotation. Still, the Warriors clearly see something they like. They traded away the 41st pick to Phoenix to get these two selections later in the second round, aiming to throw multiple darts and increase their chances of finding hidden gems. For Tui, it's a low-risk pick with potential upside if his shooting improves and if he can carve out a role as a defensive-minded, high-effort role player who can keep the offense ticking. Now, as for grading this pick, it's tough to be overly enthusiastic. Tui is not a specialist nor a potential star, but rather a versatile, steady player who might develop into a reliable piece down the line. The shooting isn't consistent enough yet, the athleticism doesn't wow, and the fit on the Warriors' roster is questionable with similar players already present. For those reasons, if I had to assign a grade, it would be a D+. The Warriors needed a specialist with a clear niche here, maybe a sharpshooter or an elite defender. But instead, they got a player who does a bit of everything without excelling. That doesn't mean he won't contribute, but the odds of him making a big impact right away or even seeing significant minutes in the rotation seem slim. Some experts have noted that Tui's best quality might be his intelligence on the court, his ability to read the game, make smart passes, and hustle on defense. If the Warriors can develop that part of his game, he could become a valuable glue guy who helps with ball movement and defensive rotations. But as a scorer or a major playmaker, that's unlikely. So, for the first pick, Tui brings a solid, professional background, good size, and basketball smarts, but lacks elite athleticism or consistent scoring. He's a role player in the truest sense. And that's the best way to frame this pick. The Warriors took a gamble on potential and fit over raw talent or athleticism, and it will be fascinating to see how he adjusts to the speed and physicality of the NBA. Coming up next, we'll break down the Warriors' second pick, Will Richard, from Florida, who brings a different skill set and profile. But before we get there, it's clear that the Warriors' strategy was to stockpile multiple second-rounders and hope one or both can develop into useful contributors in the near future. This draft isn't about instant impact stars, but about building depth, versatility, and finding players who can fit into Golden State's unique style of play. With the 56th overall pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors selected Will Richard, a wing out of Florida who comes with a solid defensive reputation and a reliable shooting stroke. Standing at 6'4", but boasting an impressive 6'9" wingspan, Richard projects as a plus defender, someone who can guard multiple positions on the perimeter and disrupt opposing offenses with his length and discipline. While he's not an explosive athlete, his strength lies in his technique and understanding of defensive positioning, which allowed him to be a key contributor for the national champion Florida Gators last season. Richard's shooting mechanics stand out as one of his best traits. He has a smooth, repeatable stroke that allows him to connect on jumpers both off the catch and on the move, which is crucial for a role player in today's NBA. Though his three-point percentage of 36% isn't elite, it's respectable enough to make him a threat from beyond the arc, especially when combined with his defensive capabilities. Players who can shoot and defend are always valuable commodities, particularly for a team like Golden State that relies heavily on spacing and switching on defense. However, Richard is not a player who creates much on his own. His passing and ball handling are limited, and he's not expected to be a primary playmaker. Instead, his role will likely be that of a 3-and-D wing, someone who comes off the bench to provide solid perimeter defense and knock down open threes. This archetype has become essential in modern NBA rotations, and finding players who can fit this mold while also playing within a team system is often a key to success. In terms of comparison, some scouts have likened him to players like Kentavious Cox-Pope, Drew Smith, and Keon Ellis. Among these, Keon Ellis is probably the best-known name, having carved out a role as a reliable wing defender and shooter in Sacramento. These comparisons suggest Richard has the potential to be a valuable role player, even if he won't light up the box score every night. His age and experience also work in his favor. Having played for several years in a major college program, he's relatively polished and ready to adapt to professional basketball. It's important to note that the Warriors traded down from their original 41st pick, which was used by Phoenix to select Kobe Bree, a player many believed could have been a better fit for Golden State. Bree offers more versatility offensively, but lacks the defensive prowess that Richard brings. This pick, therefore, reflects the Warriors' prioritization of defense and shooting over flashier offensive skill sets. While some fans might lament missing out on Bree, Richard's profile is one that fits well with Golden State's system and culture. Richard's ceiling may not be that of an all-star or primary scorer, but the Warriors have shown a knack for developing players like him into valuable rotation pieces. Given the team's emphasis on ball movement, smart defense, and unselfish play, Richard could find a niche as a dependable role player who understands his role and executes it well. His ability to hit open threes and guard multiple positions could eventually earn him meaningful minutes, especially if he can stay consistent and improve incrementally. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. There's been a growing buzz around the NBA community that Gary Payton II might be on his way out of the Golden State Warriors. While nothing has been officially confirmed, whispers are spreading fast about a potential move that could shake up the Warriors roster in the near future. Payton II, known for his tenacious defense and high-energy plays, has carved out a crucial role on the Warriors bench, providing them with that spark whenever they need it. But with the Warriors always looking to tweak their lineup and stay ahead in a fiercely competitive league, the possibility of Gary Payton II leaving the team has become a hot topic among insiders and fans alike. The rumors seem to stem from a mix of factors. For one, the Warriors have a deep roster and are constantly juggling talent to balance star power and role players. Payton's contract situation and potential interest from other teams looking to bolster their defensive prowess could be fueling these talks. Some insiders speculate that teams in need of a lockdown defender and dynamic wing player might see Payton II as an ideal addition, which could make the Warriors consider a trade or even a buyout scenario. Moreover, the Warriors have been known to make bold moves, especially when it comes to maintaining their championship window. If Payton II were to depart, it could open up opportunities for the Warriors to bring in different skill sets or create cap space for future acquisitions. From Payton II's perspective, a fresh start with a team that offers more consistent playing time or a bigger role could be appealing, adding another layer to the swirling speculation. Despite the chatter, there's still a sense of uncertainty about how concrete these rumors are. Payton II's defensive impact and chemistry with Golden State's core have been undeniable, and some believe the Warriors might hold on to him, valuing what he brings both on and off the court. But in a league where player movement is frequent and team needs evolve quickly, it wouldn't be surprising if this story develops further as the season progresses. For now, fans and analysts alike are keeping a close eye on any signs pointing to Gary Payton II's future. Will the Warriors part ways with their tenacious defender, or will he stay and continue to contribute to Golden State's quest for another title? The speculation is real, and the basketball world is watching closely. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.